How many books does it take to stop a bullet? We have an entire encyclopedia of books here. They're actually numbered 1 all the way up to 22. And today we're gonna find out if this entire set of books would stop a bullet. We're gonna shoot with higher and higher caliber bullets all the way up to a 50 cal and see if it'll stop it. Will Fred survive the video? My name is Parker. Welcome to Yee Yee Life, where we take anything and everything and we shoot with guns and see what happens. Fred survived the last video where we shot over 250 pounds of Play-Doh.
Still haven't really cleaned it up yet, but.
So these are leather-bound, hardcover books. It's an encyclopedia, like I said. For those of you who are maybe worried about us wasting books, don't worry. I read every single one before we shot this. I'm all versed on all my knowledge of the world. I'm a speed reader. Did I ever tell you that?
A speed reader?
Yeah, speed reader. I can read really fast, especially if you got into a windy place.
The wind is just blowing every page over. You're not reading it.
Yeah, the wind. You use the wind to your advantage. It helps you just read straight through it. Yep, I just finished that one. Right. Left to right, left to right, up, down.
Let's just shoot
okay.
The books.
All right, we're starting out with a little round of 22, shooting it with our Ruger Mark IV. And is this gonna go through 1, Zach? I always underestimate the 22 every time. In my mind, this is not going through 1.
No, I don't think so either.
All right, here we go. This is a 22 against a encyclopedia of books. Hang on, Fred. Entry. Clean back, no exit. How many pages did it go? We forgot to turn the books around, so we technically shot from the back of the book. So whatever page number this gets to, I'm just gonna subtract it from the total. All right, Zach, we got a 1,021 pages. Let's see where this bullet's at. Okay, here we go. So this is our physical bullet on this page right here. So that's what we're gonna count, 660. 1,021 minus 660, that's 4,000, excuse me, check in something. So our bullet actually made it 361 pages into our encyclopedia. So that's how far our 22 made it.
You just used the digital calculator on your phone.
No, I was on Twitter. Okay, we have our books turned around. Now we're gonna be able to count easier. Fred, ready to go. We have some 9mm up next, shooting it out of our Glock 19. 361 pages for the 22. I'm going to imagine this is gonna go into the second. That's my guess. Stuck in the middle of the second. Ready?
Yep.
9mm entered here. Did not make it out of our first book. Cracked the back spine here. Second book is clean. Let's see if this bullet is sitting the back cover. Oh, poor little guy.
Oh, kangaroo?
Yeah.
There it is.
There's the bullet. Look at that, smooshed. So our 9mm bullet came right here to page, this is 734, made it to 735. So our 9mm made it 735 pages. Look at what it did to that thing. Can you see that, Zach?
Yes.
Can you really, or are you just saying that? Look at the edge of that. It just smooshed.
It looks like it like pinched it.
Yeah, it pinched it. Made it straight to Asia. So our 9mm made it 735 pages. So 9mm is the new leader of our guns that we're shooting. Or whatever. Get your thumb out of my... All right, so far 1 book has stopped our 22 and our 9mm. Next up, we are shooting a round of 45 ACP, shooting our 1911. Let's see if this one beats the 9mm.
Whenever you're ready.
Definitely bigger entry here through the front of our book. Did not come out the back. Also cracked the back of the cover. Let's see how far it went. Look at that back cover. It's nice and cracked. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find the bullet.
There it is.
There it is. So our bullet from the 1911, our 45 ACP round right here. Look at that. That is in much better shape than the 9mm. Here's a look at the 9mm, which got pinched in the front. Our 45 ACP was in much better shape and made it to page 865. So our 45 ACP made it about 100 pages further than the 9mm, which is kind of surprising because it's a bigger round, but it is not traveling as fast as that 9mm. So I would have expected that FMJ 9mm to go actually further than the 45 ACP.
Let's move up. Gotcha.
Try that again. Okay, so I'm moving this book to the back since it is semi-compromised. I'm gonna find this front book now that's in the front is a little bit smaller. So just to try to keep this test fair, I'm gonna grab a book that's about the same size as that one that just took that beating and move it to the front here. And we'll move up. All right, next up, we have our 10 mil Full Metal Jacket. This should be our new leader. It should go further than the 45 ACP. Let's see what happens. Could this be the first gun that makes it through one entire book? Let's see. All right, firing. Range is cold.
Literally nobody down here.
I feel like that's what you're supposed to say. Our entry from the 10 mil. Did it make it through one book? Definitely the biggest crack so far. That looks like it could be in the back cover. Did it make it through the whole thing? Wow, look how mangled that thing is. Look at that thing, man. So why is this so mangled? And our 45 ACP is in perfect condition. That's fascinating. All right, 10 mil made it to the snake, to the python. 812, 13, 814. So technically our 10 mil made it 815 pages, and then it got stopped in the back cover of this book and just lodged itself into that hard cardboard cover. So technically our 45 ACP made it 865 pages, which is 50 pages more. It's because the 10 mil was shot in a smaller book. So I'm gonna assume that the 10 mil would have gone further than the 45 ACP. All right, moving up to our Ruger Red Hawk 44 Magnum. Here's a look at our round here. Will it go further than the 10 mil? Will it lodge in the back and exactly tie it? I don't know, let's see. 10 mil versus 44 Magnum is a nice little rivalry. People are split. Would you rather have a revolver? You have 6 rounds, a little bit more powerful, or would you rather have the 10 mil and get them off faster, you can hold more rounds? Me, personally, I prefer the 44 Magnum. That's what I got that Grizzly in Alaska with, so. But everyone's gotta make their choice.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Whoa. Here's our entry from the 44 Magnum. There's a really good look at it compared to the 10 mil. Let's see how far it went. Whoa! 44 Magnum made it into the second book.
Oh, there it is.
And golly, the bullet is right here in the cover of the book. And yet look how deep this tearing happens. It's the force of the bullet just tearing the pages really deep, but our bullet is technically right here in the spine. So that's what I'm gonna say. So we know that the 10 mil made it through the entire book, stopped in the back cover. Yeah, I don't really know how to say it, but we made it through one entire book, got lodged in the outside of the second book. Technically, if you're counting pages, 815 plus a cover. So just put it. Got it. We have our Desert Eagle here, shooting around a 50 AE. Time for a big boy. Tired of messing around. It's time that we got through a couple books. See what the Deagle can do here, man. There we go.
Nice center shot.
Golly, the casing hit me right in the collarbone. Smoked me. So as you guys know, we don't have any sponsors on this channel. That's because we just really believe in just providing as much value as we can.
That's because we haven't gotten a single sponsor since we've started the channel.
Yeah, it's because we're really particular about our
No, it's because we can't get any.
Okay, well, we don't have any sponsors, but we do have this Yee Yee tee that just released this month. There's a super limited quantity available. This is called our Crossfire tee. Fits great. I designed it myself. That's actually what I do full time, is run a company called Yee Yee Apparel with my 2 brothers. So grab the tee now if you guys want to support the channel. We appreciate you guys. You can use code FRED for 15% off your first order.
Parker?
And we really appreciate the support. Where's the book? Is that the book that we shot?
No, this is the book right here. Yes.
Oh. Okay, here's our entry from the Deagle. Did it make it through one book? Yes, it did. Well, let's see. There's a gigantic crack here. Gigantic crack here. Did it make it through 2 books? No. Crack in the back of the second book. Let's see how far our bullet made it. Where is this thing? Dude, I think it just like vaporized it. Aw.
That's a cat.
All right, so our Desert Eagle round of 50 AE made it through 815 pages in the first book, and then it made it to page 295 in our second book, which is 915, 1015 plus 100, 1115 minus 5, 1110. 1110 pages for the Deagle. Let's move up. Moving up to the Green Tip 556. We are shooting it with our camo AR here. And can the Green Tip 556 make it into the third book? Will it be the first round to make it in the third book? Let's see. Here's our little entry from the Green Tip 556. Here's our exit out of our first book. Entered into the second. Ooh, these are stuck together. Out the second, into the third book. out the third, into the fourth, and now I'm seeing that exit and entries start to like warp and get bigger as that round turns. Stopped in this book, and look, it even dented this one. So it made it through 1, 2, 3, into the fourth, even dented the fifth. Let's see how far it made it into the fourth book here.
Right here.
Look, it looks like something in National Treasure. Maybe we're supposed to know this. One cause that rises west of Moscow, Latvia, 633 miles another river, the North Waterway, by the Sakona. Does that mean anything to you? So our bullet made it into the fourth book and then stopped right here on page 245. So it made it all the way to the end of the fourth book. The green tip 5.56 destroyed everything else that we've shot so far. All right, we're moving up to the 12 gauge. We have a slug, and we're officially bringing out the slow-mo camera, and we bought it. We are honestly so excited that we have this slow-mo camera. 5 million subscribers. Honestly, I never would have thought this channel would have grown that much. So thank you guys for watching. And as promised, we have the slow-mo camera. It's here for good. We saw all of your comments in the last video. You overwhelmingly loved the slow-mo camera. You told us to buy it. You said yes, yes, yes. So we are excited to say that we officially purchased it. So let's shoot it with the slug and see what it looks like. You guys know the drill. Every time I shoot the 12 gauge, I do a behind the back trick shot. See if I can get the round in the chamber. I've never gotten it. Maybe today will be the day. Here we go. Nope. Jinx, you owe me a. How far will the slug make it? I have no idea. I honestly don't really know what to expect. Maybe the back of the first book. I think it's just too big to make it too far. Let's see. Firing. All right, so let's check out the slow-mo real quick, and then we'll see how many books it went through. Wow, look at the base there. I think that's the green. That's not the slug, is it? I can't tell what that is. I can't tell if that's like the bullet itself bouncing off right there, or if that's the base of the round. But look like a big piano. All of the books just kind of warped back. Okay, here's our entry from the slug right here. Here's where that base hit, and actually almost went through the front cover as well. And there's another little something there, Zach. There's like 3 little marks here. That's crazy. All 4 of these are stuck together right now. Slug went through 1, into the second, out the second, into the third. That's not the lead slug, no, that's like part of the base. 1, 2, 3, into the fourth. Oh, we got the little baby eagles. All right, here's our slug, man. That made it very far. I'm assuming this is hot. It is completely warped and shredded, making it through 4. It made it through page 209 of our 4th book. The green tip 5.56 made it like 2/3 of the way through the 4th book as well. So that's actually very surprising results. Maybe the books were a little smaller, but still, slug, very powerful. Made it through 3 books into the 4th, 2/3 of the way through the 4th book. And now that we can see the slug, we know that that little green deal that bounced off the front, that was like part of the base or something. So there you go, there's the slug. All right, we have our gold scar here. We are moving up to our round of 308. Will it be the first gun that makes it into the 5th book? Let's see. All right, firing. Okay, our 308 entered right here. How many did it go through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and look at that, stuck right here on the outside of number 6. So we have a new leader. Kind of hard because some of these books are a little thinner than the first ones, but we have a new leader. The 308 is in the lead. It made it through 5 books cleanly. I think that sets us up pretty nicely for the 50 cal. At the very beginning, I was getting a little worried because I didn't think much was gonna happen, but our scar made it through 5 books cleanly into number 6. So what's the 50 gonna do, man? It's gonna be really hard for it to go through all these. Let's find out. We're not even messing around with our standard round of 50. We're moving up to our silver tip 50, which was made to penetrate. We just went ahead and got rid of all these books in the back that have been shot through. So we left, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books for the 50 cal to go through. It would have to go through that. It would have to more than double what the 308 did. Let's see if it can do it. Fred, are you ready?
I think he's ready.
Yeah, he's ready. All right, Yee Yee Lifers, it is time. The moment you've all been waiting for. We have the silver tip 50 cal. We're ready to put it in our Barrett. And we have our books about 15 yards out with Fred standing by. I can see his sweat from here. He's a little bit nervous. Let's see what happens. Eagle 1, this is Ghost Rider requesting clearance to engage target. Roger that, green light to Ghost Rider. Hang on, Fred. Fred. All right, let's check out the slow-mo and then we'll see how many books it went through.
Wow.
No way.
So it did ignite. That was a big flash.
I think I may have seen that bullet come out,
Actually redirect to the right and come out on the right side of the stack of books.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's interesting.
All right, I just want to go straight to Fred and see if he has a hole in his stomach. He does not. So Fred did survive. He even has his head, which is a rare W for Fred. He just lost his helmet. Let's see here. I'm assuming that these were our front two books. Clean out the back, clean out the back, in and out of this one.
Massive hole through this one.
Yeah, massive hole through that one. That's enough. Okay, so our 50 cal has gone through 3 books here into the 4th. It's still in the center of the book. I think that our bullet veered off right. I'm interested to see. So it went into our 4th, out the other side. The exit is getting progressively bigger, gigantic entry and exit on this one. Wow, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the 6th book, starting to see charring from that silver tip. Out the back into this one, 7, starting to see pieces of the bullet here. And yeah, that bullet veered off to the right in our 8th book here. And then the rest of these were clean. So the bullet just could not stay straight. We hit it dead on in the 1st book and it just kind of diverted out to the right, sliced through the side of the 8th book, but did not make it all the way to Fred. So 8 books is what our 50 cal did. So the 50 cal is the winner, but it could not make it through all 14 that we had set up here. Fred, another survival video for him. He's just surviving things left and right. Nobody ever say we mistreat the guy 2 weeks in a row.
Might even be 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, he survived pumpkins too. And he survived titanium. Fred hasn't been hit in months. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the slow-mo camera. We're excited to continue to bring you guys awesome footage on that. And we'll see you in the next one. Crossfire tee available now, only 70 made. Grab it if you're a real Yee Yee lifer. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Bugatti coming at 10 mil. Zach, do we have the funds ready for that?
What? Huh?
Brian.
Look really majestic right now with the wind in your hair.
Really?
No.